Hey guys, it's GameFace here, and welcome back to episode 41 of my Manchester City career. Now in today's episode we're going to be finishing off Season 2 and probably getting on to Season 3 next episode. And that means we've got a few more games to play, just 4 more matches now left of the season. We've got a game against Norwich, we're playing that match. A game against Liverpool, again going to be playing that. So the game against Middlesbrough will hopefully be simmed. Although it kind of depends really what sort of situation we are in the league. If that's the one that we need to win to try and win the league, then of course we'll play it. And then we've got a final to play at the end of today's episode against Crystal Palace. It's the final of the FA Cup to hopefully get ourselves the silverware, as well as of course the Premier League title, which will be decided finally in today's episode. Before we get into today's episode, if we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Also, don't forget to go hit that bell notifications button as well, so you'll be told straight away when I've uploaded a video. Alternatively, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GameFaceHD. And let's crack on with the first game against Norwich. This is what I'm going to go with. It's a change team, because we've got a game against Liverpool in a few days' time, which we're going to be resting a lot of players, so we can obviously put out a strong team for that match. Edison starts in goal, Danilo, Mangala, Ferreira and Bertrand in defence, Delph, Gundogan and Goretzka in midfield, Raheem Sterling, Moreno and Gabriel Jesus starting as the front three. This is the bench I've gone with. We've got Toss in there, we've got Hill, Fernandinho, Diaz, Selena, Fernandez and Sanchez all on there. Plenty of good options, of course, and let's see how we get on. Okay, then here we go for this match against Norwich. It's at Carrow Road for this game. Hopefully going to get ourselves 3 points. Of course, we need to try and do that. Only a point in front of Chelsea, who are in second place. I think it's going to go down right to the wire, I think, to be honest, for this Premier League title race. I'm hoping that we can get ourselves a comfortable title victory in the last few games, but that obviously requires Chelsea dropping a few points. So we'll wait and see what happens anyway. Got to get ourselves a win here, though. Moreno looking for a ball through here. It's going to find Raheem Sterling. It was a poor decision by the defender. Sterling to shoot on his left foot and scores. It's 1-0. I don't know why he took it on his left foot, but he scored it anyway. That was the main thing. 21 minutes in, and we put ourselves into the lead here. I was after a right-footed shot, to be honest, but didn't quite happen, but it still was able to go past the goalkeeper. Good little finish out of his weaker foot, and makes it 1-0 in this game. Goretzka inside to Gabriel Jesus, looked to turn his man. Gabriel Jesus still going, shoots and scores. What a finish into the roof of the net. Now 2-0 here against Norwich, starting to really dominate nicely as well. That second goal is obviously needed in the first half to give you a bit more security. I've managed to get it with about 5 minutes left of the first half. Good bit of play. Gabriel Jesus just about managed to get around his man. I mean, the defender doesn't do a very good job to stop him, and we can manage to capitalise on that poor error from the defender, and we've smashed into the roof of the net. Goalkeeper couldn't save it. It's 2-0. Free kick opportunity here on the edge of the box, just before half-time here. It might well be a card for, I think, the Norwich defender, but a good free kick opportunity. It depends who we have over the free kick, to be honest. I think Gundogan's our best opportunity, best player, maybe even Danilo, in fact. We're going to have a go with Danilo. Can we have the curve over the bar, and that will be it for the first half. Not a very good free kick, not a good way to end it, but we are winning the game 2-0. That, of course, is the main thing, and a fantastic performance in general, so hopefully we can push on. Let's see what the second half brings us. Okay, all 3 changes now, about 30 minutes left of the game. Selena, Fernandez and Diaz all to go on. We'll be taking off Fabian Delph, Goretzka and Gabriel Jesus, taking off a couple of main guys and bringing on some of the youngsters, of course, to try and give us a more of a threat going forward. A bit of youth, bit of pace, and Moreno will go up front as well. A quick change there tactically for us. Hopefully that works out. Going to try and continue to add to the scoreline for the final 30 minutes. That's it. We've got ourselves to 3 points. It's a 2-0 win here against Norwich. Happy with the results, of course. The performance when we made the changes was a little bit disjointed, but obviously it was enough still to get ourselves a win. Not a great second half performance. Like I say, the changes were partly, or fully, to be honest, down to that fact, I suppose. But yeah, very happy with it. Chelsea getting themselves a win as well against Crystal Palace. That was a 1-0 win. Of course, we're hoping to drop some points, but it seems like it is going to go down to the final couple of games here. And let's wait and see how we get on against Liverpool, who will be our next opponents in the league. First of all, though, let's do some player drills. We're going to go the exact same 5 drills that we've been doing for the last few weeks now. Hopefully, Carter will come in over the summer and do some drills with us as well. Hill goes up to 68 overall. That's good news. That's the only bit of growth this week, but Diaz is close to 74. But Hill's starting to look like a really good player now. And I'm hoping to get him involved a little bit more next season in some of the cup competitions. Of course, again, we'll be in loads of different competitions, so I'm hoping to try and use him there. He's got 10 overalls this season, which is really good. Okay, so the team that we're going to be using to play against Liverpool is this. We are pretty much going to go the sort of starting 11 that you have been used to seeing a lot. Edison starts in goal. Kyle Walker, Company, Stones, Mendy, Sol, De Bruyne, Silva, Leroy Sané, Sanchez and Sergio Aguero all starts. This is our bench, tossing on there again, Hill, Fernandinho, Goretzka, Selena, Roberts and Gabriel Jesus all on there. Again, a lot of players missing out, but they will be playing in up-and-coming matches. Let's see how we get on against Liverpool. Of course, need to keep on winning matches, just as Chelsea will continue to do that as well. 1 point behind us still, and hopefully got to get ourselves a win here against Liverpool. Okay then, so here we go at Anfield for this game against Liverpool. Let's see how he gets on. This is obviously going to be our toughest match left that we have to play this season against a very good team. Hopefully, though, we can get past them. Got to make sure that we get ourselves a win. It's got to be a nice, comfortable one as well. I don't really want any sort of late goals being necessary during this match. Aguero to Leroy Sané, that's good. Sané now is in a good position to go forward, going to cut in on his left foot and shoot. Oh, and he scores early on at Anfield, and we've got Leroy Sané scoring just a few minutes into this game. What a finish on his left foot there. Just cuts back in a little bit, and it gets a really lovely little finesse round. I think it's Sacco here, who he cuts inside and just finesses it around. I was expecting a block from the Liverpool defender, didn't manage to put one in, and in the end we have put the ball into the back of net, and we are winning the game just 5 minutes into the match. Aguero going to continue to try and win it back off Sacco, who made a terrible mistake, allowing it to fall. Aguero across the box, a great opportunity. Oh my days, what has gone on there? Bernardo Silva had a tap in. I think someone must have got in just in front of him. The pass wasn't quite weighted correctly from Aguero, and that was a really good opportunity. Should have got the second there, so close. Bernardo Silva, all through to Leroy Sané. He's come inside, he's going to shoot. Sané makes it 2-0. He's having a really good game as Leroy Sané on the right hand side. Usually it's better on the left, where he can shoot properly, but this time he's coming inside and he's getting himself involved loads. He's really good bit of play again in the midfield. Great bit of running from Leroy Sané, taking up Aguero's place and slotting it past the keeper. 2-0. There's just 17 minutes into the game now. Sol turned his man, still going here. Sol from a difficult angle, needed to be saved. Was by Karius out for another corner. Really putting a lot of pressure on Liverpool. They're not playing very well in this game. I don't know whether they've got to change team out or what, but it's now 3-0. Sanchez running a header. That tells you a lot about the way Liverpool are playing, that we are able to win a header and score past Karius. Sanchez this time with a goal. It's 3-0, 22 minutes in. What a game we're having here. Don't know how we've managed to win that header. We won one earlier with Sergio Aguero as well. Very strange. I suspect the Liverpool have the taller team as well, so don't know how Sanchez has managed to outjump Matip there. That's very interesting. I think Matip, isn't he 6'5", 6'4" or something? And Sanchez wins it. It's now 3-0. The game should already be in the bag with 22 minutes gone of this game, but we're going to try and add to the scoreline and see what happens come the end of the match. Aguero onto Bernardo Silva, now over to Sanchez. Liverpool can't cope. Sanchez into the middle, it's on to Aguero, but a really good interception from Matip this time prevents another opportunity for us. It's all one way. Liverpool are barely doing anything, and they can't stop our attacks, and we've scored another header. Is it Sanchez again? I thought it was Aguero that ran in for that one. It's now 4-0. No idea. I'll have a look on the replay. Sanchez has celebrated for it, but I thought Aguero jumped for it, to be honest. Anyway, it's 4-0, and we've got ourselves another goal from a corner, another header. And this is just really, really strange, because we should not be this good at headers. I think it's Aguero, isn't it, that's headed it. So they've both gone for it. Sanchez running one way, Aguero the other. And it does come off Aguero first of all, but off the back of Sanchez, or the arm of Sanchez in fact, and into the back of the net. So Sanchez will take the goal, but it's Aguero that connects with it, and he makes it 4-0, 36 minutes into this game. I can't believe the way that they've played in this match. Liverpool have looked terrible. Really, really bad. Mane now has a chance. Company. It's going to be red. Dived in for that one. I thought I was going to get there. Oh no. 39 minutes in, down to 10 men. The captain's been sent off. He will miss the rest of the season, maybe. He'll probably be back for the final, but he'll certainly miss the final league game anyway. So he won't be able to lift the trophy. Yeah, that was obviously not supposed to happen. Got beaten for pace a little bit. Let's just make the change. I mean, yeah. Not a good way to end the first half, but we're winning 4-0, so take that as a bit of a positive at least. We don't even have a really good centre-back on the bench, to be honest. We've got Tosin on the bench, who's going to come in and play alongside Stones. Not the ideal partnership for this game against Liverpool, but we are 4-0 up. That'll obviously give us a nice bit of space, and hopefully we'll still see the game through. It's half-time, still winning the game 4-0, despite being down to 10 men. I think the second half is going to be very interesting to see exactly how we get on. The players are going to get very tired now. I will make some changes, I think, just to rest some of them. We'll obviously change formation, I think, as well. Okay, so the final two changes, Roberts and Fernandinho to come on. We'll take off Silva and Sergio Aguero. We're going to play with this formation. Sanchez up front by himself, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully just going to try and fight to the end, and of course with the 4-0 advantage, that's going to be very helpful. But I'm expecting Liverpool to attack a lot in the second half, so we'll wait and see exactly what happens. Hopefully keep hold of the clean sheet. Maybe that's a little bit ambitious though, considering we're down to 10 men. There we go. It's a 4-0 win for us, down to 10 men against Liverpool. Really happy that we got a clean sheet as well, considering Company got sent off in the first half. Very happy with that performance in the second half. Of course, we had to kill the game off a little bit, but if you see the shots we've had, we've really dominated Liverpool here, and it's a really, really good performance. And even better, Chelsea have dropped points. Does that mean we have won the league? That should mean we are 3 points in front, I think. Let's have a look at the league table. Yes, 3 points in front of Chelsea, which means even if we lose to Middlesbrough, we will still win the league title on goal difference if Chelsea were to win. That is fantastic. That means we have pretty much won the league now, which is obviously great. We've only lost 3 games so far this season, 7 draws, 27 wins so far. Of course, 1 more game to go, and only conceded 20 goals. That's the least in the league, which is really good, and scored the most at the same time as well. On 87 goals, very happy with that. Of course, in real life, Man.City have had more, but still very happy with 87 goals. There's still more game to go as well against Middlesbrough. Although I do feel bad for simming it, really, because obviously you want to really lift the title and show it on screen. Company misses the next game against Middlesbrough as well. So I'm not really too sure what to do about that, because it is just a game against Middlesbrough, which we could sim really easily, so we can focus on the game against Palace. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to play this match against Middlesbrough, with it being the last game of the season, and what we're going to do is make it a 4-minute-and-a-half game, so it's going to be a smaller match than usual, and I probably won't show you too many clips, to be honest. Yaya Toure will get the captaincy for this game. We'll start with Carter in goal to get his debut here in the final league game of the season. Hill at right back, Humphreys, Grant, Tosin, Ferreira, Lewis, Yaya Toure, Diaz, Ribeiro, Lozano, and Gabriel Jesus starts up front. This is the bench I've gone with. Again, plenty of youngsters. You kind of really get the kind of feeling that I'm going with this game. With it being the last game of the season, and of course, we have pretty much won the league title. Even if we were to lose, the Chelsea have to score like 15 goals or something. So we have pretty much won the league. Let's confirm it here at home against Middlesbrough and try and get ourselves on 91 points come the end of the season. And that would mean that we'd get back-to-back Premier League titles as well. I'm just hoping Yaya will last until the end of the game. He usually doesn't do 90 minutes for us, but he'll have to if he wants to lift the trophy. Okay, so here we go for this final league game of the season. Going to try and get ourselves a win still. Despite the changes, I think we've got a good enough team to get something from this game. Got some good players in the side still. Got Gabriel Jesus here, who was supposed to be played in, but that was a very strange pass. That's it for the first half. 0-0. I mean, it's the equivalent of sort of the last day of school, really, where no one does any work and everyone just wants the day to end. So it's one of those sort of games, really. It's 0-0. There's not much happening, but it's fine. It's the last game of the season. We're trying out different players, and I still think there might be a goal in this game, though. Okay, all 3 changes now. About 25 minutes left of the game. Allen, Zinchenko, and Castro all coming on. Diaz, Gabriel Jesus, and Lewis all coming off. Yaya Toure's going to go up front. If you have a better suggestion, let me know, but I mean, I'm looking for a striker, but don't really have one, so, well, maybe I do, but we'll go Yaya Toure up front, and he'll play the final 25 minutes there, see if we can get ourselves a goal with him. Lozano, can we pick out Yaya Toure in the middle? Go on, Toure, he's gone for it! I mean, I think if it had gone in, it wouldn't have been his goal, to be honest. It would have been an own goal, but he was close to the ball, so, maybe it would have been given. Okay, so we haven't ended the season on a win, but even better, we've ended the season on a 0-0 draw instead, so what more could you ask for? Yaya Toure on both of the highlights there for both of his misses, but a 0-0 draw, kind of anticipated when you play a sort of team like that. Not disappointed, but we have won. Oh no, I skipped the trophy celebrations. That's the whole reason why we played this game, was for the trophy celebrations, and we've gone and skipped it. Just imagine them, or I'll play the ones from last season instead. But yeah, let's watch the trophy presentation now and see, I think it's going to be Yaya Toure, is it, to lift the Premier League title? Yeah, it looks like Yaya Toure was the captain for this game. So here he is, the captain, going to lift the Premier League title, which we are now the champions of for our first season, of my first season as Manchester City manager. Yaya Toure lifted that title for us in what could be his final season. Who knows? I'm not really too sure exactly what we'll be doing with Yaya yet. He's got 1 year left in his deal. We'll have to wait and see this summer exactly what we do with him. But he's got a chance here to lift the Premier League title. So yeah, Yaya Toure won't be lifting the Premier League title then. He might, however, be lifting the FA Cup title, so similar-ish. So we'll go on to that game now. Can't believe that. Skipped it. I'm just so used to sort of getting draws, 0-0 draws. Just skipped it. Wasn't thinking. And that obviously means that we won't now be lifted the Premier League title. We still won it, of course, beat Chelsea, which is great news. We didn't quite manage to finish on 91 points. We finished on 89, I think. And, of course, won ourselves Premier League title. Back-to-back Premier League titles. Very good as well for us. So happy with that. We've got Diaz there going to 74 overall, I think, as well, which is good to see. But on to the final game of the season, and it's obviously the game against Crystal Palace that we have coming up. Youth player wants out. That's Liam Roberts. Can't join at the moment. We don't quite have enough space in the squad. Company's back, and we get £125 million from the Premier League, so pretty happy with that. How much we'll see next season, I don't really know. We've also got this guy who wants to join us as well, Victor Soranio, who's a right winger, Spanish player, 17 years old. We are going to release someone from the squad in order to get him in. Who we release, I'm not 100% sure. Probably one of the players that we get a transfer list. Claudio Bravo will be the obvious one, with us having no intentions of keeping him. Although £8.5 million is how much he's worth. Still a decent chunk of money, but it's going to cost us 3.5 to release him. Yeah, we'll make him a free agent. We're going to pay $3.5 million. He's been released from his contract, and that means we can sign up a youngster. It seems a little bit strange, but Bravo was never used, so we'll get rid of him. Okay, so before we get into this game against Crystal Palace, before I forget, we are going to do a squad report to hopefully show the progress that these players have made over the season. What I'm going to try and do is rotate between the attributes and the obviously the stats and all that sort of thing, because you guys like to see them. If you are wanting to see more in depth, then obviously pause the video, because I will be going through them fairly quick. So we'll start off with Carter, obviously go through the goalkeepers. He's only just joined us, so of course, naturally he's not gone up. And we'll quickly go through the whole team. Hopefully this won't take too long, but I suspect it might with us having such a big squad. A lot of players doing really well this year. Hill's done fantastic since joining. I've had Kyle Walker go up 2 overalls as well this season. It's 85 now, which is great. Humphreys Grant's got a little bit of time, as has Tossin, which is nice. Mason Company's starting to go down, actually, on a few of the physical stats here. He's had a decent season for us when he's not been red carded. John Stones has had a good season, actually. Now he's number 1 alongside Vincent Company since Bonucci left. And yeah, we are hoping to maybe even add another centre-back into the squad next season. Not so sure who it'll be. And also maybe look at our full-back situation as well. At left-back in particular, with Bertrand and Mendy are 2 options. I'm looking to maybe bring in another left-back. There's been some good suggestions. Alaba, of course, which obviously means we'll have to stray away a little bit from the realism. Which is, if we have to do that, then obviously I will to try and win every single competition next season, which is going to be the aim. But we'll have to just wait and see, I suppose, who's available in the market, how much they cost, that sort of thing. Yaya Toure here going down 3 overall this season, which is fine for him to join Spurs in that situation. I have no issue. He's only going to go down overall now. And yeah, it'll be sad to see him leave, but he will, I think, play in the next game coming up off the bench. He's not fully fit, so he can't really start. He's in a right mess, to be honest. His energy is very, very low since playing the last game. But that's okay, because he will come on and we will lift the FA Cup trophy with him in the team. Quickly just go through the last few players. Shouldn't be too many more now. Leroy Sané's gone up 1 overall. Diaz has gone up 4 this season as well. Zinchenko up 2. Selino up 3, which is nice as well for him. No change in this centre attacking mid that we've got. Kevin De Bruyne going up 1 overall this season, 91 overall. That happened, I think, at the start of the season. A lot of other players flying up as well, like Fernandez going up 5 overalls, which is great. And then these are the lone players, which we can see going up. I won't show you the stats for them. But Gabriel Jesus, another player. I think a few loans will be chucked in amongst these guys, actually. So we can see here some more players. Sergio Aguero actually not doing anything this season, of course, getting to past his peak now. Lozano goes up once. Ferreira's gone up 6 times since being at Derby. And that is our full squad. So let's move on to the game now against Crystal Palace. So on to the final game of today's episode, and also the final game of the season as well. Against Crystal Palace, FA Cup final. This is the team I'm going to go with. We've got Edison starting in goal, Kyle Walker, Company, Stones and Mendy all in defence. Got Goretzka, De Bruyne and Silva in midfield. Leroy Sané, Sanchez and Aguero as the front 3. And this is the bench we've gone with. You can see there's a player on there that we have just kind of put on there for the sake of it. It's Yaya Toure, who hopefully will come on for the final few minutes of the game, so he can lift the trophy in his final match for Manchester City. Quite a strong bench, as you'd probably imagine, to be honest. Let's wait and see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves the win, of course, to end the season on a high. Need to get this win in the FA Cup. It's one of our targets set by the board, and obviously we've won the league. We weren't able to win the Champions League, which was a target set by the board, so we've got to try and achieve this one. Otherwise, our job could potentially be under threat if we aren't able to win it. So we need to make sure we beat Crystal Palace here. So then, here we go at Wembley for the final of the FA Cup to finish off this season against Crystal Palace, who I think have had a pretty good season, to be honest. Obviously got to this final, and I'm pretty sure they've done quite well in the league as well. So obviously they've got some good players maybe, or they've been playing well as a team. Hopefully we've got enough in our side to beat them here. An early goal will be absolutely fantastic if we can get one, but it was just fired into Silva too quickly. Benteke has just gone down off the ball, I think. In fact, no, he got crushed by Company. That's why he's gone down. And is Benteke going off the pitch? It looks like it. Yeah, he's been injured, and I think that'll be the first change in the first 10 minutes. Go on, Sané turns and shoots. Oh, drags it wide. Got to be on target from that range. A few minutes left of the first half, which has actually gone pretty quickly. I don't know how it's managed to go so quickly. There's not been loads of chances, maybe that's why. But certainly it's been one of those sort of games where I just kind of feel like it could go either way at the moment. That's it for the first half, 0-0 at the moment. Of course, not been the sort of final that we're after. Haven't managed to get ourselves the opening goal just yet. Had the better opportunities, but again, it's one of those sort of games where you feel like Crystal Palace, they attack pretty well. They've got a few decent players. Wilfried Zaha's looked pretty good from the right-hand side. So it's one of those games where I'm a little bit worried at times when they do attack. So, remains 0-0. Got to try and get a goal as quickly as possible. I don't want this game to drag on at 0-0 for too long. First change, Sol on, Goretzka off. And yeah, we'll see how that goes for the final 30 minutes. Obviously, Yaya Toure is going to hopefully come on at some point, but I don't really know whether we're going to go into extra time or not here, so I'm not going to rush into all the substitutions just yet. The way this game is going, extra time would not surprise me at the moment, because it's kind of just dragged on a little bit still. Still creating enough chances, not only clear-cut ones at the moment anyway. Leroy Sané into Aguero, gets blocked and Kyle Walker can't get there. Still has to be cleared, and yeah, so 25 minutes to go. We're not looking particularly likely at the moment. Might have to go all the way. Kyle Walker keeps going. Walker might just about get there, but the shot goes out for a throwing. It was always going to be tricky for the fullback there at that sort of angle. 12 minutes to go. The game is looking very, very likely to go to extra time. Again, not got near enough to their goal. Basically, Crystal Palace just defend so well. I mean, they're such a strong team, and they don't allow any gaps at all. So it's very tricky to break them down, but hopefully there's still maybe another chance for us. Okay, second change. Sergio Aguero is going to come off. Gabriel Jesus will come on. Aguero's really, really tired. We have to change something a little bit going forward. So we're going to go on with the extra pace with the final 7 minutes left. I expect extra time will be happening. So, of course, Gabriel Jesus will come on for that. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see what those changes do to us, or that change does to us now. Yaya Toure will be the next one to come on at some point, whether that be now or extra time. It's more likely to be extra time if we go into it. Okay, extra time we go then, and that means that, yeah, we've got an extra 30 minutes to go, maybe a penalty shootout afterwards, and we might have to look to make the final change at some point. Obviously struggling a little bit for energy with a couple of players, but we're going to have to deal with it. Palace will be in the exact same position, and like I say, we will look to make that change to bring on Yaya Toure at some point. Come on, back to Sanchez. Sanchez going to go back into Bernardo Silva. Gets blocked. We've still got it here. In fact, gets brought down. That could have easily been a penalty. Didn't get the ball at all. And it's cleared eventually by the Palace defence. So close again. Oh, an injury. That means that... Oh, no. We have a choice here. Do we make our final change and bring on Yaya Toure? Or do we bring on Mangala? What do we do at this situation? Company's had to go off injured, which is typical last game of the season. And we have still about 15-20 minutes to go. Oh no, what do we do here? Okay, so Yaya Toure is going to come on. I did promise it, and he's a very good penalty taker, so it does make sense to bring him on. I'm pretty sure he's still got his penalty stat, yeah. So we're going to bring him on for the penalty shootout, which I think will be happening at this rate. Although with him playing as centre-back, who knows what's going to happen with our defence. So we'll do that. Company comes off. Obviously gutted to have taken him off like this, but that's the way it's happened, and there's 20 minutes to go of this game now. Oh no, he's got around Yaya. Oh no, no, this isn't happening. 17 minutes left. Cabaye has just gone past everyone. Goes past Yaya Toure, goes past Sol, who just wasn't even bothered by the looks of it, just runs past and they win the game 1-0. This isn't good. Gabriel Jesus into Bernardo Silva. Back to Gabriel Jesus maybe, or Leroy Sané in fact. It's gone to the wrong guy there. That's so frustrating that happens. And we have 15 minutes to change it. We're going to have to change the formation. You can see by the stats what way the game's gone, but I said throughout the game that Crystal Palace have looked a threat at times, and they have ultimately got themselves a goal. So, yeah, we're going to have to change the formation now. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. It's basically a 3-3-4 kind of formation. Kyle Walker will go push up, hopefully, and we'll be left with these three at the back. Not ideal at all now. 15 minutes left. It's going to be a bit of a struggle here. Come on. Got to get ourselves a goal here. Can't do this. I mean, our job is very much on the line here. This was a critical objective set by the board that we have to try and meet. Go on, yes, through to Gabriel Jesus. Go on, got to score this. Oh, saved again. Oh no, this is not going well. De Bruyne now to try and cross in. Yaya Toure is in there. Mendy on the edge of the box. Oh, loses it, and that's going to go for a goal kick. Comes off Mendy. 9 minutes to go. How quickly does these halves go? It's ridiculous. Attack. Need more than just you lot attacking. It's through to Leroy Sané. Maybe one final chance here. Sané! Yes, we've finally got the goal. There's a minute left. Leroy Sané scores, and he will send us to a penalty shootout, hopefully. Oh my days, thank God for that. We've got ourselves a goal here. It's 1-1 now, and there's just under a minute left of this game. Thought it was going to happen. There's still a penalty shootout to deal with, so still got to try and win that now as well. But there's a minute to go. Hopefully we can either cling on, maybe even have a final attack, but all-out attack, I think I'll have to go off that just to make sure. 2 minutes added on as well now. It is, right, okay, we're into extra penalties now. Penalties, here we go. Okay, let's see what sort of penalty shootout we're going to have here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to go with. I usually put my better ones around 4th and 5th. That's usually how many penalties you take. So Yaya will go at 4th, and hopefully he will manage to get himself a penalty goal as well here at Wembley. Okay, here we go. Penalty shootout. Who's going to take first? It's us. Gabriel Jesus to step up. Gonna go for it. Oh no, that's not a good start. Saved by Steve Mandanda. That's not the start that we wanted. Not a confidence boost at all. Townsend scores as well. Okay, this is not what we wanted. Bernardo Silva here, gonna go to the left. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. 2 saved. Cabaye, if he scores, pretty much has already won it, to be honest, if he scores this. Johan Cabaye, of course, scores it. I can't believe this. Sanchez, wait for it to be saved again. No, he scored this time. Okay. I mean, we have to save this, otherwise we have no hope whatsoever. Zaha steps up and chips it over the bar. Okay, we've been let off a little bit there, but still need Yaya to score here against Mandanda. Of course, gets saved. I've never had a penalty shootout this bad before. Fraser Campbell to step up. If he scores, they win. If he doesn't, then we're still in it for now, but it's all over, basically. Fraser Campbell to step up and score. Crystal Palace win the FA Cup. We've not done very well in the big games, have we, this season? Really had some bad luck at times, but also just underperforming as well. And we've lost the FA Cup. Not a very good penalty shootout. Like I said before, my worst penalty shootout I've ever had on FIFA before, without doubt. And it comes in a final of the FA Cup as well. A game that we really, really had to win. So, yeah, I don't know what's gone wrong there. I don't remember missing that many penalties at once before. Usually I score probably 95% of penalties, if not more. So I don't know why I've managed to somehow have 3 saved there. Really, really poor display, and we're not going to bother, obviously, watching the lifting of the FA Cup. Because Yaya won't be doing it anyway. So not a good way to end Yaya Touré's career at Man.City, or end the season. And yeah, we can see the shots, obviously not had enough on target, should have scored more, not been clinical enough. Kind of the story of the season, to be honest. Despite winning the Premier League, not being good enough in the Cups. So to only have won 1 trophy plus the Community Shield is not great, really, is it? Disappointing, but of course next season it leaves us a lot to do, if we're still in the job, that is, of course. And yeah, I'll have to wait and see exactly what the board think of that. And of course, just on top of that, we have Vincent Kompany with a broken ankle out for 3 months. Great. So he'll be back, probably not quite for the first game of the season, but he'll be back at some point nevertheless. And yeah, we do finish top of the league. That's the league table for the season. 3 losses, 8 draws, 27 wins. 89 points as well on top of that. Of course, we did do the scrub report before that last game, so you have seen how the players have got on this season. Let's do some player drills to finish off the season, and then I'll get on to going on to Season 3. Hopefully you guys have really enjoyed Season 2. Of course, we've not achieved everything that we wanted to. In fact, we've actually done worse than the first season, I think, which is obviously very, very disappointing. Got to more finals, I think, though, this season, which has obviously been better, but just not managed to win the finals, which has been really strange and very much unlike me. Usually win basically all the finals and win most things, but yeah, been very strange. Youth player terminates contracts, that's Gonzalo Miguel, that's fine, I don't really mind. Fernandinho's going to be leaving us, I think, at the end of the season. We have to look at a few of our aging players. I'm not going to sign Fernandinho up, I don't think, to a new contract. He's 33 now, he's going down a lot of stats, and we've got other players that are in front of him, and a lot of youth players I'd rather promote and use more often. And that is it for this season. This is an opportunity for us to now end the season, and hopefully move on to the next season if the board are happy to do that. And now that the season comes to an end, the Man.City board has met to review our performance of the club. While we didn't achieve all our objectives, we believe that overall it's a satisfactory performance. We hope to do even better next year and feel that you're still the right man for the job. That's, of course, the main thing. We did also receive Manager of the Season as well, obviously for winning the league, but still think it was a pretty average season for us, so a little bit surprised about that. But of course, maybe the other managers didn't do quite well, or well enough to receive that award. But that's everything for today's episode. That's everything for this season. We'll come back for Season 3 next time round. That won't be tomorrow, that'll be the day after, but I might well do a bonus episode at some point if you're interested. Of course, leave your suggestions in the comments section below, and I will look at them. I think Season 3 we're going to have to steer away a little bit from the realism and try and just bring in the players to win us all the competitions that we can. Of course, we're trying to obviously get rid of a lot of players as well as using the youth players that we currently have. I will have to bring in players that maybe aren't so realistic, and of course, that'll be just to try and win, like I say, all the competitions possible. So thank you all so much for watching today's episode. If we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Getting closer now to 12,000 subscribers, so if you could help make that happen, that'd be really appreciated. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.